Welcome and thank you for joining us for this segment of What Women Bring, a closer look. Today, our very own illustrious Director of Programs, CJ Gathers, has an in-depth conversation with Laurie Smith, 2023 Honoree, What Women Bring in Hospitality. This poised leader in hospitality talks to us about her beautiful family, including her truth-teller father, who has shaped her personal and professional life, and also the role that cooking plays in her life. Let's take a closer look at our hospitality honoree.
Hi, Laurie.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Thanks
morning.
for having me this morning.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for being here. You are the What Women Bring Honoree for Hospitality. And what greater city to be in hospitality than Charleston, South Carolina? I'm sure you can tell us a whole lot. But the point of all of this is you're recognized by your peers and people who are so excited to hear from you. And we just couldn't get enough on that panel. So this is a closer look just to get to know you a little bit more. And thank you so much for your time and for showing up the way that you do.
Oh gosh, it's great to be here. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. So I'm gonna jump right in. Tell me, when you were on the panel, you mentioned about giving grace to women who are working and them showing up as their most authentic selves. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more and tell me, how do you find contentment in what you do and how you show up as your authentic self?
Well, I think that working mothers in particular have a unique sense of balance and management that you just can't see on the surface. And in addition to full-time jobs, you're at work thinking about, what am I putting together when I get home for dinner? What is tomorrow morning? What needs to happen tonight to make tomorrow morning run smoothly? Are there any parent-teacher conferences that I got to carve out in my lunch hour today? And so I just think that particularly with those working, and I would say parents, that it helps to have someone that can understand that there's more to you than what is in front of me here right now.
Right.
And knowing that if you can give someone that space to meet their responsibilities outside of work, then they're going to give so much more. They're going to be so much more fulfilled in their lives, and that's really, I think, what we're looking for with our coworkers. We're looking to be with people who want to be there, who are finding fulfillment in life, and so I just think it's important to see the whole person, the whole self, as opposed to just the person that's there at the desk or behind the desk, wherever they are at work those 8 hours each day.
Yeah, the word that I heard resounding, I know you said a lot, which was good, was balance. Balancing, what really sat with me was doing all that you do at work and thinking about home and thinking about parent-teacher conferences and thinking about tomorrow's to-do list, thinking about, oh, I forgot to put this on my to-do. We have a lot. We do. So we have to give each other grace.
And it's an art, and it's never perfect.
It is an art.
You're constantly like, where the scales are not quite balanced.
Yeah.
But
we do make it look easy sometimes.
Maybe we should make it look harder.
Yeah. We show up with our all together. Maybe we should show up disheveled one day.
Yeah, you have no idea what it took to get here, right?
Right. So I love that. I wanted to talk a little bit about something else you mentioned on the panel about your dad being a truth teller.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about how your dad shaped who you are professionally, personally, or both?
Absolutely. So he is very much a truth teller, and I have to be ready to hear it when I go to him, especially if it's something that I'm kind of wavering, and I'll take something to him and he gives me that last chance to opt out and say, are you ready? Are you ready to hear it?
Yes.
And most times, there have been times when I've said, not yet.
Yeah.
And I've walked away.
Yeah.
But I know that usually that means it's something I need to hear, it's something I need to embrace and accept.
Yeah.
So I love that about him, because I think it's easy to surround ourselves around people that will tell us what we want to hear, but those people who will tell us the things that we need to hear and do it, and the people that can do it, that we know they're coming from a place of care and love for us, it's definitely something to cherish, because not everybody will do that. And when you have somebody that will, that it's a real gift. So I think my dad, mostly integrity is the where I come from with him. I mean, I grew up in a blue collar working class family, and you went to work. You showed up for work, and you did your best, and you had high expectations of those around you, and mostly yourself. And so I just really learned the value of work and appreciating the work of others too. That there's really nothing there is no dishonorable career or job. That there is value and joy to be found in all kinds of work.
Right, especially if you have that value, those principles of value. It sounds like that's something that you grew up with, which is a blessing. And to have a tribe of people that can just pour back into you. We're busy, and you, of course, have quite a full plate. So tell me, I mentioned the word balance a moment ago. I wanted to ask you, how do you find a way to balance all that you do, like family, work life, and what does that look like for you?
Oh gosh, it's messy. So one of the books that I read many years ago is called Being All Things. And the gist of the book, it's written by a working mom, and the gist of the book is that it's not that you have to give up any dreams that you have, but you may have to reprioritize them at different points in your life. And
I like that.
Yeah, it really made me think differently about just phases of life and what's important where you are. And so for me, it's become, what are my priorities right now? And so it's not that dreams or aspirations, things that I was doing earlier in life or things that I hope to do later in life, it's not that they're not still there, it's that maybe they're not taking first place right now. So I've become content with that, and knowing that, there are things that I've become a pretty good prioritizer. I know what has to happen today in order to make tomorrow work pretty smoothly. I'm also pretty good on the fly when things don't go as I planned, because that happens a heck of a lot.
It's a superpower.
Yeah, it is. And looking like, what is that, duck paddling beneath the surface?
Right. All cool on top.
Right. Yeah, paddling underneath.
Yes.
But yeah, absolutely having a tribe. I love that you use that word. I would not be able to do the things I do without my family's support. My parents, I'm fortunate that both of my parents are still alive.
What a blessing.
It's, oh my God, just at this phase of my life, I just value and seek their wisdom in a way that I didn't when I was
a lot
younger,
I mean, you have your dad who's going to tell you the truth.
I know, exactly.
Do you find yourself a truth teller as well to others that may seek advice?
I'm a lot softer than my dad is. I try to, especially when somebody really wants, I try to tell the truth in a way that is loving.
Yeah.
My dad's a little more
direct,
yeah, because he knows I'll receive it with love. But I would say I'm a truth teller, but I'm probably a little softer.
You put a little more seasoning on
right, a little bit of sugar with it. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes things taste a little better when they're sweeter.
They do.
Yeah, people can receive it, Well, I have a friend that when I'm trying to put seasoning on it, she's like, "Hey, listen, I need you to give it to me raw."
Right.
And I'm like, "Really?
Right.
You sure?" So every time I'm talking to her, I have to flip the switch.
Yeah.
And go, all right, she's the one that doesn't want seasoning.
She just wants me to, right.
Yes.
Right. And that's hard.
It is. It's tough. It's tough, especially when you're nurturing. And I feel that beaming off of you, that nurturing. So tell me, speaking of nurturing, can you tell me a little bit about home life? Like how many kids?
Sure. So I'm married to Kirby Smith. We've been married for 20 years. And he is...
Long time.
It is a long time, yeah. he's an amazing partner and friend, and just I can't imagine spending my life with anybody else. He supports me in all things.
That's beautiful.
And it's just he's really just an amazing partner, and I love him with all my heart. So we have 2 girls. We have Adair, who is 18. She's applying to colleges.
Oh,
and
my
I feel like
goodness.
we blinked talking about your 1-year-old. I mean, I blink, you know.
Oh my goodness.
And applying to colleges, and then I have an 11-year-old as well, Kitty Mack, who is in 6th grade, and they are just, I learn from them all the time. I've definitely become a better person because of them.
Beautiful.
And having children, I think for me, it was, there's nobody that can prepare you for it. I mean, not just all that you have to do to be a mom, but for the way that it would change, me. And my girls have made me grow and open my eyes, and then seeing the relationship between my children and my parents and the love that, they're just joys there that I never anticipated.
Yeah,
So.
I like that you talked about how it changed you as a person. And I'm sitting here thinking about how I thought about life a year ago.
Right? Yes.
While pregnant.
Yeah.
So it's my thoughts, my days are nowhere near what they are. I could not have imagined it though. So you said that so eloquently.
Well, and
it changes you.
It does, and it even changes. You realize that there are people that are looking to you to see what's appropriate and how to behave. And I thought about that in our, not to be political, but as it relates to my response to what's happening in the world, and knowing that they're watching and learning, as far as, if I become angered or upset, or how I choose to handle what's happening, they're watching that, and I want to be the person that is setting a good example for them.
And they have an opinion.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's different now. It is different.
You're absolutely
the
right.
expression is very different.
Right.
I taught for a little while, and I know we spoke about the age
Middle
group.
school,
Middle school. And it takes a special person to do middle school. But I will say that learning to accept their expression, and that it's so different from how we express ourselves, is it's an adjustment.
Yeah.
It is an adjustment.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine what it'll be like in 11 years or 12 years for me.
Every stage is better.
Oh, really?
Every stage is better, yes. Just when you think this is my favorite, you get to the next one and you're like, nope, this is my favorite.
Okay, you're giving me a lot of nuggets today. So the book, that book, we're going to talk offline.
Yes, we are.
It is the phases of motherhood, truth-telling. So I'm telling you, you've got the nuggets, and I really appreciate that. So I want to kind of get a little more, we're talking about family, so this is personal, but a little more personal. How can people find you on social media?
So I'm of the demographic that is on Facebook.
So am I.
I'm also on Instagram, Lala Smith. So
can you repeat that?
It's Lala Smith.
Lala Smith?
Yeah, Lala Smith.
Lala?
Lala.
I like that. That's fun.
Yeah. So, but mostly because of I got on Instagram because of my child, not because I'm all that savvy. But yes, of course, I'm on LinkedIn. So I participate in really every major area of social media except X. I'm not real engaged in that, but what one of my goals is to be better about understanding LinkedIn. I mean, I know that from a professional standpoint, that's really the space that I need to be in.
Right.
So that is one of my goals, to get a little more savvy on that platform.
Yeah.
It's probably not as fun as some of the others.
Yeah, but I mean, it's beneficial.
Yeah, but it's
sure.
and it's informational, you know.
It is.
So anyway, that's one of my goals.
Yeah, well, I like that goal.
Yeah,
that's a good goal.
If you have any tips, I'll take them, because you're a lot younger than me.
Yes, we will talk offline about that. I've learned. Someone gave me the skinny on how to LinkedIn do all the things. So
LinkedIn do all the things. Sign me up.
Yes, I got you for sure. So what do you like to do for fun? You know, since we're in this vein of social media, all the things, tell me, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Well, I love to travel. I love to read. I love to cook. I love to take walks on the beach and in my neighborhood, spend time with my family. So yeah, my husband and I have a lot of fun cooking together in the kitchen.
Nice.
Not by any means, I'm definitely a home cook, but learned at my mama's hand and my grandmother.
Aww.
So that's something that I really enjoy doing. Mostly, I really enjoy it more on the weekends. The weeknights are much. You know, coming home and trying to pull it all off in that schedule we talked about.
Oh, yes.
But I love to be in the kitchen, and I love to be in the kitchen with my husband, and just we'd have some music on and having a beer while we're cooking, and it's just fun time together.
Sounds like date night.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little rapid fire if you're okay with that.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll make it easy though.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay?
Okay.
Sneakers or heels?
Heels.
I mean, come on, right? Of course. I knew you were
I'm
going to say
supposed to
heels.
say sneakers, but heels.
I knew you were going to say you're my people.
Look at here.
Okay. Dessert or dinner?
Dinner.
I had a feeling you'd say that too.
I love some meat.
Yeah. Same here. Okay.
These are fun.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so one more. Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Ooh.
I would have said beach in my earlier years, but mountains now.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Virtual or in person?
In person.
Same.
Yeah, in person.
I got
mean,
you
this
there.
is just.
I know.
Yeah.
It's more personable. I mean, we made it through COVID. But I'm so glad for people
Here we
interaction.
are. I know. Here
Oh
we
my
are.
goodness, Laurie, thank you so much for your
Oh
time.
my gosh,
this has been great.
You need to do this you're really good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for making me feel so comfortable.
Well, you
so
are
welcome.
really great to talk to, and I'm so glad that everyone's getting a chance to see what we all see.
Oh, well, I'm grateful for the YWCA, and just your team is amazing. So thank you.
We're grateful for you. Thank
you
you
for
again.
the example.